Welcome to a complete chaos. To be honest with you, I've been preparing for this video for the last 3 hours. This is the first time I've ever been prepared for the video for so long, but there's 2 reasons for it. First of all, I am moving to another country, and when you are moving to another country, there is a lot of chaos that is connected to this action, but also I wanted to get this organized so I can take you with me on that journey of packing my bags and getting ready to actually move myself and everything that I own from one country to another. So for those of you that don't know, maybe are here for the first time, in few days, literally in few days, I will be moving from Athens in Greece to another country, to Malta, and I am taking my whole life with me. Everything that I own currently goes with me, and it is going to be pretty minimal. So I thought I'm going to show you how I'm actually packing my life and how little you can take with you when you actually move into another country. So the chaos, the second part of the chaos is connected to the fact that I had to just bring everything together so you can actually see what I'm packing, the bags and everything. I will do a little bit of an explanation in a moment as to how I've prepared for that particular moment, because of course I had to do a few things before that, and then we're gonna pack it together. I did not pre-pack, okay? I am not cheating in that sense. Everything that I am planning to take with me have not gone into my bags yet. So I actually don't know if that's gonna all fit. Also, in preparation for this video, I went to buy this, actually travel across all of Athens, just to get that little piece of equipment, which is a luggage scale. It's unbelievable that I've been traveling for so many years and I never actually owned it, but I never really needed it because, like, if I was traveling with this backpack, for example, I knew how much it weighs and I knew how much stuff I have, and I basically always had the same amount of things. Sometimes I had 1 or 2 kilos less and more, but I kind of knew how much the bag is gonna weigh. This time is a little bit different because I'm basically packing all my life, and I gave myself a little bit of a restriction based on the luggage that I own and also based on the money that I want to spend. So what I'm taking with me is the case. It's a medium size / small case, because this is the suitcase that I think is the largest size that can go into on the plane, like the carry-on, but only for some carriers because it is quite large. So this is the bag. As you can see, it's not very large, but the great thing about it is that it's expandable. I am not sure if I will use that expandable part because I purchased one 20-kilo bag. So if I will have a lot of heavy things in this, I might not be able to expand it, but we will see. That's why I have that scale. And also I have my travel bag, which is my travel backpack, with which I've arrived in Athens exactly 1 year ago from Singapore. That was what I was traveling with, and that's all I have had when I moved to Greece. So, and I know that when I was traveling, the weight of this bag with everything in it varied. It was between 10 to 12 kilos. I think the heaviest it's ever been, it's been like 14 kilos when I had some heavy stuff in it. So to save money, just money fell off. So to save money, I've decided I'm not gonna buy a second 20-kilo luggage because I'll never make it 20 kilo. I've decided to make another 10 kilo, which is going to be a little bit of a challenge. But I also have system that I came up with as how I'm gonna pack it. So I will share that with you in a moment. So I will basically be checking in 2 pieces of luggage, 120, 110 kilo, and as my personal item, which comes included in the price of the ticket, is this little Osprey Daylight Plus. I forgot the name of it, which is very small. I traveled with this already with Ryanair, and I'm flying with Ryanair to Malta. So I traveled with this with personal item only. I actually made video when I was packing for that, so I will link it somewhere. So this is the bag that I'll be packing on my departure day. And this is where will go all my electronics, my laptop, my phone, all the day-to-day cosmetics, so makeup or toothbrush, toothpaste. So everything that I will need to the last minute until I leave will go in here, and everything else will go to the other 2 bags. Just in case you don't know what's happening and you are here for the first time, very, very shortly, I promise, I will just explain to you what is actually happening. I've been living in Greece now for 1 year. As I mentioned earlier, I've arrived in Greece 1 year ago after my 6 months long travel, and I arrived here from Singapore, and recently I made a decision to leave Greece and go back to Malta because I used to live in Malta. I'm not going to be going into details as to why Malta and things like that, because I am preparing a completely different separate video on that. Today we will be just packing, but I am leaving in few days. But I wanted to make this video few days earlier because I'm one of those travelers that like to be ready and don't like things to be done in the last minute. Like, I'm arriving at the airport early, I'm packed early. It's not because I am disorganized, it's the opposite, because I am so not organized and I forget things the last minute, and then I get really stressed and nervous about it. I've developed this system that I basically am ready much earlier. So when I'm ready to go, I am relaxed and I know that I have everything, that I've made a list of things that I need to do. I've made a list of things that I need to pack, or if I have to. This time I didn't, because I'm basically taking everything. But normally I like to be prepared earlier, because I know that if I am not, I will be too stressed. I am flying in few days, but I put on the side some clothes that I will be wearing in those few days. I've got a towel, and I've got obviously my some of my cosmetics, my like makeup, face creams and stuff. But all this will go into my carry-on into my personal item bag. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to walk you through very briefly as to what I'm taking, what kind of chaos is there behind me, and what did I do to prepare for this trip. Also, the setup is very weird because I actually don't own the tripod that is high enough for me to film it comfortably, so I'll show you the setup. Yeah, so this is the setup that I have. I do not normally keep kitchen stools on my desk, but as I said, I don't have a tripod that is long enough, high enough. So this is my setup. I have my laptop here, which will go with me the last minute, and those are the bags. So this is the suitcase, this is the Kelty Red Wing 44 backpack, and this is my Osprey Daylight Plus bag. Let me put some light so you can see them well. Okay, so in preparation for this packing day, I did a couple of things. These packing cubes, those are all the packing cubes that I own. Those packing cubes are filled with my summer clothes because it is winter. It is January right now, and yes, we live in the Mediterranean climate, but it is cold. Now I have some of my summer dresses, super summery tops and stuff like that, bikinis, whatever I own, that I will not be wearing until at least April or May. So all these things went into these packing cubes, and this is what I did when it comes to the preparation. That was the first thing that I did. I basically went through all of my clothes and chose which summer clothes I will be taking, and those summer clothes went into those packing cubes. The second part of the preparation was me deciding what I'm taking. Moving countries is always a great way to declutter your life, because you have to take a look at every single thing that you have in your life, that you have in your wardrobe, in your cupboards, in your drawers. and basically decide on what is it that you want to take. And a lot of people just take everything. When I used to move, let me put it here. When I used to move from house to house when I was in England, because I moved a lot, what I used to do, I used to basically take all my stuff, put it in the bags, and if I didn't have enough bags, just take a bin liners and put it all in the bin liners, like clothes together with hangers, and I would put them in the bin liners. So when I arrived in my new apartment, I could just take them out of the bin liners with the hangers and hang it in the wardrobe, which was very convenient. But I am not going to be doing this right now because I am not just moving apartment. I'm not just going to be taking a taxi to move from one place to another. I am going on a plane. So what I used to do, I would just pack everything. And then when I arrived in a new place and I was unpacking things, then I would maybe do a little bit of decluttering. But what was happening, I would just find a drawer and throw all the old clutter into the new drawer. And in the last few years, I've learned not to do this, but that is mainly because I either move country or I go traveling and I am just going with one big backpack. So it really teaches you how little we need. When I was moving from Spain to Malta, because I used to live in Spain and I used to work in Gibraltar at the time. So the company that was moving us, they paid for our transportation and they paid for our boxes. If you wanted to ship some boxes, they would cover the cost of the shipment. So I took advantage of this. And I shipped 3 boxes of stuff. And I also did similar things when I was moving from England to Spain. I packed a lot of the things that I didn't need immediately and I put them in the boxes and I stored it in my friend's garage. The thing is that those boxes were sitting in my friend's garage for probably 3 or 4 years, and when I arrived to finally check it out, majority of these things were not relevant anymore. I didn't even remember that I had them. I ended up giving away a lot of things. I had tons of books and I just gave away the books as well. I maybe took few things with me, out of which I don't have any of them anymore because they were so not relevant for me anymore. I gave some of them to my sister and then just gave away the clothes to like charity places and stuff like that. So what I've also learned is that when you move to another country, it is most of the time because you are changing your life, you're changing your lifestyle, you may be even moving to a completely different climate. So a lot of the things that you maybe want in your current place might not even be needed in a new place. Also, with such a big change, I've noticed that there is also a big change in mindset, in very often, even in who we are. So sometimes it's really good to leave those old things behind because we are starting afresh. And there's nothing worse than starting afresh with the old clutter. That is my opinion, and maybe that's a little bit of advice. So this is what I did when I was preparing for this. The thing is that I didn't have to get rid of too many things because when I arrived in Greece, I didn't know what's going to happen with me until the last moment of my decision. I wasn't sure if I'm going to stay in Greece or move and go somewhere else. So I never really started hoarding things, which I used to do as well. So I didn't buy any crazy kitchen appliances. I basically bought things that were really necessary, like a couple of pieces of bedding or bed sheets and a couple of towels, kitchen towels, one pan, things that, like, when I was doing things, I realized that I really miss them. But right now at the back, I have one of those big paper bags. And in this bag, I have all the clothes that I know that I don't want to take because I will not be wearing them, or I have not been wearing them for the last year. This is always a very good indicator as well. If you have not put a piece of clothing throughout the whole year, even once, that means you don't really need it. Give it away to someone that maybe will need it and will enjoy it. So I have this big bag there, and I will be looking for places where I can give it away. If you live in Athens, if you're watching this and live in Athens, and you can give me a good idea of places where I could take these things to, because I never really noticed any boxes for used clothes, at least I've never noticed. So if you know something about it, leave it in the comments, because I'm still here for a few days and I'm trying to figure out what to do with them. So that was the second part of the preparation. And the third part of the preparation was going through all my clutter, which is like miscellaneous things, because of course here we have all the clothes and shoes, but we all have other things like, I'll show you, simple things. For example, on this table, I have these bags. So in this bag, I have all my cables. In this bag, I have all my cables, electronics, some spare memory drives and everything. I know it's a lot, but I do have a lot of different cables. In this bag, I have all like health miscellaneous. So here I have like a mini travel lotion, pens, and I have some nail varnish, and I think I have some creams here as well. But if the bag will end up being too heavy, I am happy to get rid of some of these things. The cables need to go as they go because they are important. And in this bag, I have the rest of my miscellaneous things, which are like things to do your nails, nail clippers, hairbands, just random things. So I've got these 3 bags. Here I have my papers. These, I don't know if I'm gonna take. We will see if I have a space. I don't have a lot of like paperwork because some of them are in Poland. So on this note, I want to be totally transparent. Yes, those are things that I own, but I do have few things back in my mom's house in Poland. Those things are there for years because I've been traveling and moving countries, so I didn't really want to take them with me. Like all the paperwork, the paperwork that we collect throughout the years, like payslips, tax papers, whatever, they are all in my mom's house. And few things that I don't need every day, but I really don't want to get rid of because either they're good quality or I know that I will use them again. So those are like my Osprey backpack, which I love and I'm never going to get rid of, hiking pole, sleeping bag, and then I have some winter clothes because I don't really need proper winter clothes when I'm here or when I will be in Malta. But if I go to Poland in January, I will need boots or I will need a winter jacket or very warm stuff. Those were the miscellaneous. Let me just turn it around. Yes, and you see, like bits and pieces. I have my electric toothbrush and I have this one gecko which I brought from Poland last time because I used to collect geckos like this and I've got lots of them in Poland, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I have it. So here what we have is, those are all my like bags that I use day-to-day basis, so they go in here. Then I have my pillow, which obviously will go with me on the plane. Not that I will need it because it's only 2 hours flight, but I just love this pillow. So it's a memory foam pillow. When I moved into this house and I didn't have a pillow, I slept on this until I got my first salary because I couldn't afford the pillow. So that pillow is going with me. Then I have second part of miscellaneous. In this bag, I have things that are like what I would call travel / hiking stuff. So I have rain cover for my backpack, waterproof bag for travel, things like this, things that I maybe need for hiking or for travel, like my head torch and stuff like that. Here I have a bag of bags. We all have a bag of bags. If you're a woman and you don't have a bag of bags, You are weird. I am so sorry. I have these bags which are like the zipper bags, and I have these which are really nice for storing veggies and stuff, and my mum brought it for me when she came, and I want to keep them. And then I topped it up with my hair dye, because if you haven't noticed yet, I am currently experimenting with changing my hair color. This is why you always see me with a different hair color. And this is the last miscellaneous bag, which is a totally miscellaneous, because there is everything here, from like this hook loop thing that I bought for my mosquitera for the outside, but I never changed it, or like this mosquito things, which are amazing. These are the best things to keep the mosquitoes away from your house, but I also really like the smell of it. It really reminds me of summer. And then like completely random things, like a spare light for my filming, like completely random things that I really want to take. And then apart from this, we have the current clothes, which is a lot for me, but also because a lot of them are like winter clothes. So I have my cardigans and jumpers here, or I had some hoodies and other hoodies, jeans, things like that. So the way I've decided to do it, because obviously I will not need all of these things straight away, and for the first month, around a month, I'll be staying with my friend, because at the moment I don't have enough savings to be able to rent the flats straight away. So I'll be staying with my friend. So I don't really want to unpack everything. I'll be kind of living off the suitcase for a month. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put all my summer stuff and things that I will not need immediately into the backpack, which I will not be unpacking when I'm in my friend's house. And the rest of the things, all these clothes and shoes and everything that I will be using because of the season that we're in, and basically things that I use every day, will go into the suitcase, because then I can open the suitcase and I can kind of feel like I'm more organized. That's the plan. These are my shoes. This is not a complete amount of shoes, because I destroyed a couple of shoes recently. So those are like my summer sandals and stuff like that, my gym shoes, and these like that I bought recently, water shoes, because in Malta when it rains and it rains a lot. So I really wanted to, you have like rivers going down the street. But I also ordered a couple of pairs of shoes, because I really need them, because obviously, as you can see, I don't have enough shoes. So I'll be traveling with these, which are my Skechers, which I really like, and they're super comfy. And I am waiting for one pair of trainers, like everyday sneakers, because I'm starting a new job. I don't want to be scruffy, so I needed to invest a little bit. So when I go to work, I don't look like a very scruffy person, because I don't have too many things, because I'll be working from office. Now I was working from home, so it didn't really matter what I wear most of the time. But now I'm going to be working with other people, so I need to be semi-presentable. So I am waiting for 2 more pairs of shoes, and they will go into my case. So I need to account for around a kilo and a half extra, because they will go into the suitcase. But apart from this, I think we are almost done with showing you what I have. One moment. And I have the last bit of miscellaneous here, which are my books. I have this light that I bought, which I quite like. My other tripod. The only things that I'm taking from like kitchen is this cinnamon, because it's a really good cinnamon and I don't want to give it away. This is the hibiscus tea that I bought in Athens. And the salt, I'm not sure, it's just that because it's also new, but if there's no space, I don't care. What I'm going to be getting before I leave, I'm also going to be getting the Greek mountain tea, which I really like. But apart from this, I'm not taking any of the kitchen things. For the first month, I'm going to be with my friend. I don't know what equipment my new kitchen will have, and I'm just ready to start afresh. And I don't have anything. I have one pan, like really random things. I'm not really bothered. Yes, because here as well, hold on this table. So here I have some stuff that I'll be wearing for the next few days. And here I have things that will go into my personal item. Here are just some leftover bottles which I'm going to use and throw away before I leave. And here I have my passport, some documents, my makeup bag, wallet, my camera, and of course this tripod and phone will go with me, and a shirt that I'm going to be wearing as well. And I'm going to be wearing my leather jacket and my jeans, the jeans that I'm wearing right now, because obviously you always want to wear the things that are the heaviest. I'm also not packing my rain jacket just in case it rains, but it's very easy to just pack the jacket the last minute. I can even like tie it around the back or tie it around my hips, so it's not a problem. So those are the two jackets I am not packing, and everything else that I will pack with me today will go with me, and everything else apart from the things that will go into my personal item bag will stay behind. And that's it. This is my life. So what we're going to do first, we're going to pack the backpack with the things that I'm not going to wear and use for the next 2-3 months. And then we're going to weigh the bag. So let's do it. Let's see. So I haven't packed this bag to the full yet, but as you can see, I put inside all the packing cubes and 2 pairs of my sandals, the Tiva sandals and the Birkenstocks. And what I want to do now, I want to weigh this bag because I have a feeling it's already over 10 kilo. I'm sure it is. I got this in Decluttering, but you can get it online, on Amazon, anywhere you like. So I'm gonna do that. Oops. And this is the moment of truth. Oh no. 9.5. So the bummer is that I still have space in this bag, but only have half a kilo, probably a kilo, because if it's 10.5, I don't think they're gonna charge me for half a kilo. Did you see how much I could fit in this bag? And it's only 44 liters bag, so it's a really good bag. So what I need to find now, I need to find a couple of things that are very light. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pack this bag, these 2 bags, because these are my souvenirs bags. This is from Guatemala, this is from Sicily, but they are both very light, but they take space. So what I'm gonna do, I will put this one here at the top. No, this one. And I put this one on the side. Can you see? Okay, I'm sure that was not 1 kilo what I just put in, so I can find other things. Okay, I decided to dismantle that hiking bag and just put this stuff on the sides as well, because this is taking space, but it's not very heavy. So what I have here is the bath, which can go here. Then I have my waterproof bag, which can go here. I love this bag. I really wanted to make a review video about this bag, but because they don't make them anymore, you can only get it second hand and somewhere on Amazon as well. They don't make this particular Kelty Red Wing 44 anymore. This is the woman's version. So I've decided not to make it because I don't think anyone's buying it. But if you are interested, let me know and I can make a video if you think that you'll be considering this bag, okay? So what else do we have here? This is a junk that I don't need. This is, I don't know what it is. Ah, this is the rain cover, but this is the rain cover for my small Osprey bag. So I will put it in the other one because just in case it rains. This is like a travel backpack that you can literally put in your pocket, but it opens as a backpack for travel. So this is really good as well. So that will go on a side here. Bungee cord, which I always travel with, and I have spork, which weighs nothing, so I might as well put it in. So this will go to the front. Okay, I don't think I can think of anything that I might want to put in this bag, so I will leave it as it is. So let's see what we can fit in a suitcase. So I found this really cute place for you here, which is brilliant because you can see me packing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just shove all this into there and put the suitcase here, and we see how that's going to go. That looks like it's a lot of things. So let's see how that's going to go. Okay. So at the moment, I am packing it as it is. I'm not expanding the bag, and I want to see how much I can fit and how much it's going to weigh. If I need more space, then before I need more space, I will check the weight of the bag, and we basically take it from there. So once again, let's pack it up. As you can see already, I am kind of nervous because I probably packed 1/4 of the things that I wanted to pack, and half of the pack is already full. So let's just hope that it's not going to be too heavy and I will be able to expand it. So let's pack the other side. I already know that I will not be able to fit everything. While I'm putting things in, I'm putting on the side some stuff that I am ready to sacrifice and leave behind. Let's see. Let's continue. It is not looking very good. So as you can see, the case is almost full, and I haven't even put any of my miscellaneous stuff in. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to close the case, although I could probably still fit a little bit more, but I'm going to close it now and weigh it. So we're going to do it together here. If it's well under 20 kilo, which I hope it is, we will do the expansion, and then I should gain quite a lot of space. Okay, so let's check it out. Moment of truth. That means I'm happy. The bag is 12 kilo point 2. So that means we can easily open the expansion and we will see how much space we should get. Okay, let's take a look. So I brought you back here, and now we are going to open the expansion part. It is not enormous amount of space, but there is space. So let's see how much space we've gained. So the extra space is on this side, okay? And because we still have good 8 kilos, we can basically squeeze this baby. Yeah, we're gonna do that. It will not work because if I squeeze too much, I will break the zippers. I have to take something out. Yeah, we're in trouble. Let me take something out. I am sweating. Wow. Okay, let me talk to you. Okay, I am genuinely sweating right now, closing this bag. Yeah, so I'm gonna weigh this bag in a moment, and I do think that it's gonna be within 20 kilos, but I cannot put anything else in this bag. So what I will have to do, I will probably have to stuff another kilo or two into the backpack, and I will have to consider upgrading it from 10 to 20 kilos, which I really don't want. I am forced to leave some things behind, and I will have to do it. I still have my personal item bag, which is 20 liters. So even after I will put my laptop and my camera and everything in it, I should have enough space for all my cosmetics, and I maybe will have enough space to put the tea or cinnamon or anything if I put it in a small bag. In this video, I will not be filming how I'm actually living, because I'm still living in a few days, so you will not see my final exit day, but I will put a clip of it in my next video, just so you can see how I actually looked, because I'll be like a camel with the suitcase with the backpack at the back and backpack at the front, just so you can see how I actually look. And the truth is, it's not cheating really, because I'm not gonna buy a second bag. I might consider getting 20 kilo instead of 10 kilo. Upgrade this one. There's still space in the backpack and I can definitely fit things in it, but I need to check the price and see if it's actually worth it, if it would justify the cost. Because the things that I'm missing, the things that I didn't manage to put, are the books. I put the books on the side. I'm just going to take one of them, my favorite, and I'm just going to take it with me as a personal item. And the books, the remaining books are quite big, so I'm probably not going to be able to take them, but I'll buy myself a new books, and maybe the person that will move into this house, maybe they will enjoy reading them. I will put my papers, my documents into the big bag. The pillowcase will basically go with me at the top of my personal item. The hair dyes will have to go into personal item. All these things that are there, those things are the things that I'm leaving behind. So the value of these things, apart from sentimental, because I really like that blazer, but I don't even think it looks that good on me anymore because it's been old. So I'll just have to buy myself a new blazer. And the other tops, they old. I might be able to squeeze the rest of my things into my personal item. If not, I will let you know in my next video. So subscribe, because in my next video I'll be moving to Malta. This is gonna be the day when I'm gonna be moving to Malta. So I actually wanted to make it the video that when I'm already arrived, but because we haven't completed this one completely, I'm gonna leave it here and I'm gonna start a new video from the moment when we're actually leaving. So you will see how I managed to pack everything into the personal item, and I'm going to show you the things that I left behind, and then you will travel with me to Malta and start a new chapter. So that is probably going to be a little bit over a week from now, because I have to get there and then I have to edit the video. So I will try to make it as soon as possible, but probably you will have to wait at least a week for the next one. But if you are curious to see how this packing saga finished, subscribe and give me a thumbs up as well if you find it somehow entertaining. I have no idea how this video is going to come up, because I have 1.5 hours of footage right now, so I'm just going to sit down and try to edit this thing. Yeah, I'll leave you with that, and I will see you in the next one when we actually moving from Greece to Malta. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.